It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we have Stephon Gilmore.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game. What I loved about is when he told us about the defense, kind of corralled him in the locker room and said, all right, well, man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Lions at 10-2 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And it's caught, and so close, he gets it to the 1, out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 22.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Eckler is in for a Lions touchdown. And that caps off, it was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken at the 37. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. He'll get this to Ekeler. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. And that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, Ekeler, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Goff. Looking Austin Ekeler's way again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field.
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Austin Ekeler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
They're certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call it.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Oh, he still brings it in. Off the tip here on the deep shot. Touchdown, Packers! Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll try the air now with Goff. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Goff. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Jones. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Fitzpatrick. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Fast footwork by Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him what? A linebacker, a corner, a safety? They feel like he can win every battle.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
It's Eckler again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Back to throw. Goff. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either. That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do your offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jones throw here into the hands of Moore. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he's got some space here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back to throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Rondale Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. On the move to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida. An AFC South matchup between Tennessee and Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. The Jags trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head north to Philly. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role. Quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jones now to throw on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Jones on first and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
It's a second down run with Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that line's security when they sign off, and try to chase it at the second level. They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10. Right at the 30. He'll hand off here to Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Throwing on third. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a first and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Play action. It's Goff. He hits Adams complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time he is in. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Completes it to Aguilar. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Jones on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Throwing Jones. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on second down. Jones looking sideline, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. The kick by Gold is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 30. 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it.
These guys are not giving up anything.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed two. He only got one. And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Out of the gun. Goff. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Eckler. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here is Eckler. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 9-play drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now Jones.
He's got the connection to Moore.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Jones. That one complete to Hill.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing is done.
So for Detroit, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.